today's show, we have the new 2025 Ford Maverick, but this just isn't any old Maverick. This is the Lobo version of the Maverick, and it's a little sportier, a little maybe more fun in the streets, and that's what you guys have been asking for. Everybody loves to modify this vehicle, and Ford has paid attention, and they thought, let us give you something a little more sport-tuned, a little more fun. Is this a track SUV truck thing? No, this is, but it is made to have fun on the streets. Bring back those 80s, 90s vibes of the mini trucks that were just fun. You go hang out with your friends, cruise the streets, and that's ideally what this truck's for. And well, it's all new. And I want to show you the interior of this thing. I want to walk around, show you some of the performance parts, and we will have some fun in the new Ford Maverick. So we have the Lobo in front of us, and first off, we've all seen, there's nothing to hide. I talked to Ford Kilams about this, and I was like, hey, why are you not even hiding these anymore when you're testing them? She's like, well, it's about quality, and I would agree, because you put wraps on this, it just adds noises, and Ford can't figure out all the little problems they might want to solve before production. But look at this grille. This is a sporty looking grille, and they've added some cooling to this because, well, they know that people are going to want to kind of get a little racy with this one here. As you can see there, you can see all the cooling, but this black glossy grille is just, I love this. And I love how Ford, you know, gone is the blue. We got to have blue badging. I like that they're blacking out the Ford logo there, but look at this thing. I love it with the paint. It feels really sporty, and I'm curious where you guys are at with that. But it's not just about new fins in the front there. We got new wheels in this thing, and these are the standard wheels for the Lobo. Now they are a 225, 55, 19. Holy cow, 19. That is that's a monster. It's a monster wheel, and those are some monster wheels in general because this is standard. Now I know people are hit or miss with this wheel. We've seen some teases with this thing. I saw this wheel kind of at SEMA a couple years ago, and I thought it was fun then, and I think it's fun now. Now they're gonna have some options to this. So that's the standard wheel, and over there is gonna be more the optional wheel, but that doesn't mean that most people are gonna change their wheels out. They're gonna want to customize the truck, and speaking of customized, look at that. Lobo, that is right, you get your own special grill in this thing. Of course, you're gonna get all the cameras of it, but Ford talked about that they lowered it quite a bit. An inch in the front and 1.5 inches, I believe, in the back, and that was Ford to give it that level stance that everybody wants with their pickup trucks, you know? Even us guys that like to jack our trucks up, you kind of want that level stance. Well, Ford has answered the call, and they've done some unique things with it. The suspension under this is kind of interesting because, well, it's off the FX4/ Tremor package, and that's kind of interesting to me because, well, they're using springs obviously to get it lower, but they loved how those coils worked with the off-road truck, and they said, hey, let's try to do that with our lower version, the Lobo, and see how it works out. And I think they loved it because, well, their engineers were out here giving us all the details, and they were just raving about this. Now, as far as the bumper in the back, look how it wraps around. Just really aggressive looking. I like that quite a bit. Of course, it is built Ford tough, but this thing can still tow. Believe it or not, this thing can still tow. But I love the fact that they've just went ultra smooth. It definitely brings back the vibes of the 80s to me when I had a lowered pickup truck. And well, look at the side. Everything about this, just super aggressive. I really like it. And it goes right back into the front end, as you can see right here. Look, we've got more an aggressive look to the front end. Gives it that racy look, and well, that's pretty impressive. Now, speaking of impressive, let's go look in the interior. Interior of the Lobo, and look, we're getting some more fun colors. I love the orange that they were doing in the previous version of this thing. B&O sound system, you know this thing is, well, it's gonna be loaded because they want to sell quite a bit of these, and they want people to really, really enjoy the purchase. Look now, look at the stitching of this. At first I was like, there's no way I'm gonna like that, and I actually like this, that blue to yellow. Looks great. If it was just the yellow, I'm not sure that it would have been maybe overpowering, but the blue with that really works out well. And they got Lobo stamped into the seat of that. Now that's pretty nice. Really sporty feeling in this thing. And speaking of that, look at this steering wheel. Look at the stitching on that steering wheel. That is pretty freaking rad. And I like the gloss features about this because, let's be honest, if you're buying a vehicle like this, it's because you want to have kind of that sporty feel. So definitely, Ford was listening. They seen what you did, and the engineers over and over and over talked about. We listened to the community, what the community was kind of saying, hey, we didn't like about the previous version, and what we do like. And the interior, they definitely were paying attention to y'all. Class leading screen in this thing, which is huge, but they didn't lose all the fun. You know, still have the pockets. Now I know some people actually like the little side pocket in the previous version, but I'm happy that it's kind of gone. You still have, like I said, some access up there. We are going to get some sunroof stuff up here, so if you're still like the sunroof in your little sporty vehicle, you have that. All the little buttons, they all feel good. They look good, everything about it. I am very happy with this. Overall, you're not losing any of the stuff that made the Maverick famous for its all the water bottles it can hold. You still get a lot of cool stitching in with the armrest, which is nice. Nothing too much change there. Now one big plus is you're getting wireless charging now, which is great. And you're getting wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is a big plus. Still getting the old school USB-A, and you're getting the newer C. You got an aux plug there. Plenty of ways to store your phone, whether you're charging it or you've got a nice place right here where it would actually stand up. Optional wheels. This is the higher end wheel in this thing, and if you want standard, you got it over there, but this is the black version of the Lobo. Very menacing. I want to just do a quick look inside, see if anything's really much different. As you can see here, all the blue graphics, blue plastic in there. The stitching still remains the same in this one, and overall nice sunroof, but this is just a blacked out version with it's a little more sporty options. With this, you do get a little bit better braking package on this, which is nice. A lot of cool options. I'm sure you can have this bed lined, but you do get, if you want a little extra storage there. You got a place for tools. You're gonna have an inverter here in the back, as you can see right there, and it makes the Maverick a really good option, especially in the Lobo form. I'm curious what you guys think about this thing. I'm very impressed with this, and the Maverick lineup is growing, and the Lobo is just one more thing to make it really cool.
Yeah, take credit for that.